Want to hear the latest rap cuts and exclusive hip-hop news? Keep listening to the tightest show on the planet. Breakdown FM, your official source to real hip-hop. Understand?
Breakdown, down.
Okay, the movie Juice. What led you to being involved with that, and where is it at, and what's the movie about? Start with the first one.
What led me? The Freaky Deaky and Sleuth. Money B had an audition for the movie. Sleuth suggested I come, I went. Mom was like, this sounds like you, because you were a rebel. That was Bishop, so I went in, cold turkey, read. God was with me.
You didn't have any acting lessons or anything like that prior to it?
Actually, I went to the School of Performing Arts
in New York?
In Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore, okay.
And that's where I got my acting.
Okay, so you weren't a novice to it when you came up there. What's the movie about?
It's about, it's about four kids and their coming of age.
Okay.
In the city.
Is it a hip-hop movie? Is it
movie? It's a real good movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It just happens to have hip-hop in it. But if it was made in the 60s, it would have, whatever was down in the 60s, whatever. Folk music or whatever.
Okay. Your character, what is your character in the movie?
Bishop. Roland Bishop. He's psychotic, insecure, adrenaline, a lot of adrenaline, very violent, very short temper.
Okay, the message that's going to be gotten out of the movie, or the message that you or the people that are putting it together hope to convey,
is that you never really know what's going on in somebody's mind. It's a lot of things that add up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure that you go through being young, growing up. People are watching. If it goes unchecked, it's just an example of what can happen.
Okay, follow you a little bit. I need to have it clear.
Okay. Well, in the movie, my character, his father was a prison hoe. That was something that drove him through the whole movie. That just wrecked his mind.
They didn't show that in the movie.
Right. They never showed that in the movie. So, and just you can see how through everybody else's personality that he just wanted to get respect, the respect that his father couldn't get. So that drove him through the whole movie. Everything he did just to get a rep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So from that never being dealt with, he ended 3 people's lives or 4 people's lives. All those people lost their life when that could have just been checked earlier.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
As far as your acting and movie situation, is that something you're going to pursue further, or?
It's a good part.
Really?
Yeah, I want to challenge myself every day. Just do.
I mean, you don't have a drive or a camera bug or anything like that?
I'm not tripping.
Okay.
I'm not tripping. Because they just gonna find a new one next year, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me stop for a second. Okie dokes. All right. Your philosophy on hip-hop, you're pretty outspoken. You know, I've heard you make mention to not wanting to dilute the music and things that are related in that vein. Exactly what do you mean by that?
Well, when I said that about the diluting the music, it made me think. It brought me to myself. And then now I have like this different philosophy on it. It's like hip-hop, when it started, was supposed to be this new thing that, had no boundaries and that was so different than the everyday music, that just took chances. And now it seems like I was starting to get caught up in the mold of exactly what made hip-hop come about. Saying, well, it's not hip-hop if it's, saying, if it's not, as soon as somebody starts singing, it ain't hip-hop. I changed my mind, saying? It could be hip-hop, just as long as it has the true to the heart soul in it. It's still hip-hop, so that's my philosophy. As long as there's soul to it, then it's cool, it's still hip-hop. And then hip-hop will live on, because as long as there's soul in it, then it'll live.
So if it has a pop feel, well, I guess the question is, what determines whether or not it has soul? Is it something you can see, feel, you just know it?
Well, you can tell, the difference between a hit like Make You Dance and My Mind Is Playing Tricks on Me. You know what I'm saying? Which song moves you?
Make You Dance by Zap?
CNC.
Oh.
Which song moves you?
Actually, both of them.
Yeah, okay. Which one? Yeah, okay. Well, there it is.
So they both would be hip-hop.
In your opinion, they both would be hip-hop.
Right.
The Make You Dance didn't move me.
So you wouldn't classify hip-hop?
But the Ghetto Boys thing did.
Okay. What are your plans for the next year?
To strengthen the Underground Railroad.
What do you mean by that?
I have a crew called the Underground Railroad and a program called the Underground Railroad, and there's a group called the Underground Railroad. So I want to strengthen that so that next year you won't say, what do you mean? You'll know. You'll be like, I saw him, I heard him, or I've seen it, I heard about it.
So what's the concept behind the Underground Railroad?
Same concept as Harry Tubman, to get my brothers who might be into drug dealing or whatever it is that's illegal, or that's not into anything, disenfranchised by today's society. I want to get them back into it by turning them on to music. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be R&B, hip-hop, pop, or whatever. However I can get them involved through the Underground Railroad. And while I do that, we're teaching them to find a love for themselves so they can love other people. And they can do the same thing that we did to them to others, so they're going to find a love for themselves because we're going to teach them. In my way, not just with a bunch of facts, but true living it. You know what I'm saying?
So give them a chance to get hands-on and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Take them on tour with you.
Yeah.
How many people are in the Underground Railroad now? Is this a thing? Is this a group that's going to be constantly evolving, where you have one group and they graduate and move on to the next?
It's going to constantly evolve, but right now we're 20 strong, all together with all the groups.
Okay, what about the people that you're drawing from the Underground Railroad? Are they coming from Marin City, or
coming from all over? Baltimore, Marin, Oakland, New York, Richmond.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All over.
What do you think of the Bay Area rap scene now, in comparison with, say, other parts of the country?
Right now, the Bay Area is like how the Bronx was in 1981. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's hot. They caught the bug. So everybody's trying to be creative. They're trying to make something. They're trying to make their own claim. Because in New York, it just got to be where you couldn't outdo this the person that just came from New York. So now it's like, it's not really that many people to outdo. You can do something, and if it's good enough, people will remember you. So that's what everybody's doing. So that's what's that. It's like a renaissance. Jumping off.
Okay, New York, in my opinion, the Renaissance got stopped short for a number of reasons. What do you think will prevent that from happening with the Bay Area? What do you think will strengthen the hip-hop scene here? What do you think will take away from it?
Well, at the risk of sounding, I don't know, but Digital Underground is unlike any group. It's unlike any group. I'll get at the shot because he made it so that, like, everything Digital Underground does is helping Oakland. It's helping the Bay Area music scene. And because it grows and goes to New York and gets people from all over the country, it helps the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Because we here. This is where we dwell at. So it's rubbing off all down here, all off on here. And more people are knowing about Oakland. Right. Seeing a different side. You know what I'm saying? Like when the groups come down, Organized Confusion, Live Squad, they kick it with Digital Underground, they see a different side of it. You know what I'm saying? Then they wouldn't saw if they kicked it with, I won't say it, but he dropped the MC this year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So you think digital will be one thing that will strengthen the Bay Area rap scene because it brings more national attention. What about just the groups themselves and the attitude that they have towards hip-hop? What do you think it will take to keep them growing?
What we have to do is not concentrate so much on a group, but more on the area. You know what I'm saying? Not just build up Too Short and Digital Underground and Tony. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that can come out of here, and keep putting them down. Let the new groups come out. Nobody wants to give them a chance because everybody's so steady talking about Too Short and Digital Underground and da-da-da-da. They gotta let these other groups come out that's trying to come in. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from the bottom. That can really.
When you say let them come up, what do you mean? The music industry? Give them a chance to
give them a chance. Like, you know, instead of like letting them do interviews where nobody ever reads them, let somebody else, you know, let a good paper interview them. Instead of having them on radios when nobody's ever going to hear them at a time when nobody's ever going to hear them, have them on, you know what I'm saying, where people can hear them and when people can get at them, when they have a better chance, just like they would do if it was Mariah Carey, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put them in a real playtime.